Parshas Vayeitzei, Rishon, first Aliyah, Perek Chof Ches, Pasuk Yud. Vayeitzei Yaakov mi Be'er Shava. Yaakov left Be'er Shava. Where did he go? Vayelech Haran, and he went to Haran. Vayeitzei Yaakov, Rashi says, Ayidei shebishvil shadois b'nei Canaan be'eni Yitzchak aviv halach Esav Yishmael. Rashi's bothered. Why does it have to say Vayeitzei Yaakov? Why not just say that he went to Be'er Shava or he went to Haran? Vayelech Yaakov Haran. Why does it have to say where he left from? Everybody knows he was in Be'er Shava. So Rashi says, because due to the fact that the daughters of Canaan were displeasing in the eyes of Yitzchak, Esau's father, so what happened? So now the Torah stops speaking about Yaakov. And then it says that Esau saw that Yaakov had benched, Yitzchak benched Yaakov. And then, now that they finished about Esau, who he got married to, we return to the previous topic. Vayeitzei, this is what Rashi is about it. Didn't have to only say, should have only said that Yaakov went to Haran. Why does it mention that he departed? Teaches us that when a tzaddik leaves a place, he makes an impression. When a tzaddik is in the city, hu haida, hu ziva, hu adara. He is its beauty, its splendor, and its majesty. That's misham. When tzaddik leaves, pana haida, pana ziva, pana hadara. So its beauty has departed, its splendor has departed, its majesty has departed. Likewise, it says, and she went forth from the place, as it says in Naomi Verus. Vayeitzei Harana, Yatzal Alechas the Haran, he left in order to go to Haran. He arrived in Haram Meriah. And he slept there because the sun had set. He took some of the stones and he placed it at his head, and he laid down in that place. So what does it mean? And he arrived at that place. Which place? The Torah doesn't say the place, but Makim, which is referring to a place that we already mentioned, which is who Haram Meriah. This is Bamakim is Haram Meriah. Like it says, Shnemer Vayar es Hamakim Merachik, and he saw the place from afar. Vayifka, and he arrived Kamai Upaga B'Richa Upaga B'Diya Bushes, and it says that he reached Bushes. Whatever. Sinu Pirshu Loshin Tefillah, Chacham interpret this Vayifka as an expression of davening. May Val Tifka be, and did not entreat me. V'Lamanu Shetikin Tefillas Arvis teaches us that Yaakov instituted Ma'ir. Peshina Kosa with a Kosa Vayispalo. Why does the Torah say Vayif and not Vayispalo? Lam Dachashe Kofza Le'aderach teaches us that the earth sprang forth towards him. Moshe B'Furish B'Perek Yidanash is explained in the Gemara over there. Kiva Shemesh Hayile Lifte V'Yova Shemesh V'Yolon Sham. And Torah should have said that the sun came and then he slept. Kiva Shemesh Mashmesh V'Shakol L'Cham Episim. And you see Kiva Shemesh, it's mashma that the sun set right away. By Nisa, not at its proper time. Why? In order that Yaakov should stay overnight there. He placed it on his head. He arranged in the form of a drain pipe around his head. Because he was feared of the wild. He's scared of the wild beasts. Now, they started fighting with each other. Each one said, I want to have the tzaddik under my head. Hashem made one stone. This is what it says. Evan doesn't say the stones. It says stone. Asher Saman Ashesa, which you put under his head, because they all became one stone. Lashon of a miyut. I lay down in that place. Lashon miyut. It's a restrictive expression. But Makim Shachav. In other words, at that place he slept. Yudal Sham Shashimish Beis Ever Shachav B'Layla teach us that in Shem Ve'Aver for 40 years he didn't sleep. Because he was involved in Teda.
It's really funny that it did with a balloon.
Passing it base, of arts, and he dreamed, and behold, the ladder was set on the ground. And the top reached to heaven. And behold, the angels of heaven were ascending and descending upon us. Ascending first, and then afterwards descending. Why? Because the Malachim was escorting him to Eretz Yisrael, to not go outside of Eretz Yisrael. So therefore, they went to the Rakia. And the angels of outside of Eretz Yisrael descended to escort him. And behold, Hashem was standing over him. And he said, Ani Hashem, Ani Avram, Levi Chaim, Hashem, your father. Like Yitzchak and Yitzchak. The land that upon you were laying on, I will give it to you in your land. Rashi needs to love the Shomrei, the guard of it. Even though we don't find in the Torah that Hashem associates his name with the tzaddik during his lifetime. By writing, for example, the Kei Pleni. The Torah says, the pasuk says, Hashem does not consider even the holy ones as righteous until after the deaths, when they are no longer subject to the Yitzhak. Yitzchak, over here, he associated his name with Yitzchak, because his eyes had become dim, and he was confined in the house. And he was like a dead person. The evil nations have ceased from him. Upon which are lying, keep HaKadosh Baruch Hu as called Eretz Yisrael tachtav. The Eibishter folded his entire land of Eretz Yisrael under him. He hinted that he would be easily conquered by it would be easily conquered by his children, as Abraham which represents the person takes up the land. And your seed will be the dust of the earth. And you shall gain strength westward, eastward, and northward, and southwards. And through you shall be blessed all the families of the earth, and through your seed. So Rashi for us, the V'chazakta Kavei V'chein Yifritz. Behold, I am with you, and I will guard wherever you go. And I will restore you to the land. I will not forsake you until I have done what I said about you. He was afraid of Esav and Lavan. It means key. Im is a use to express key, meaning that I have spoken to you for your benefit concerning you. What I promised to Avram concerning his seed, I promised in reference to you and not in reference to Esav. I didn't say for Yitzchak will be called your seed, which would signify that all of Yitzchak's descendants will be regarded as Avram. But Elok be Yitzchak, will they call Yitzchak? V'chein kol li v'lechol v'lei lehem asumah ha'etz the word masham for lashon al. So Yechir Hashem Yaakov l'dibra kein lachin. Pasuk does Amayik Yitzchak Mishnah Yaakov awoke from his place. Vayim, and he said, "Ach Yesh Hashem, indeed Hashem is in his place." But Makam Hazem Anich Leidat, I didn't know. So Rashi Hashem Yedak Lishadim Makam Hazem. If I knew, I would never sleep there. Vayida Vayimer, and he was frightened. He said, "Man Neder Makam Hazem, how awesome is this place? Ein Zeh Kim Beis at the Kim is Asher Hashemayim. There's none other than the house of Hashem, and this is the gate of heaven." So Rashi Kim Beis at the Kim. Our Blazer B'Shem and Vayeitzei ben Zimra Hasulam Hazeh Imi Beersheva Be'emtza Shipua Magia Keneged HaMikdash. He says like this: the ladder stood in Beersheva in the middle of the Tzingline and reached opposite the Beis HaMikdash. For Beersheva is situated in the south of Yehuda. Yerushalayim B'Tzvein, and Yerushalayim is in the north. The Gvul Sheben Yehuda B'Binyamin, which is the boundary between Yehuda and Binyamin. Beis El B'Tzavar Shanachas Binyamin, and Beis El is in the north of the territory of Binyamin. The Gvul Sheben Binyamin ben Yosef, the boundary between Binyamin and the sons of Yosef. A ladder whose foot is in Beersheba and whose top is in Beis El, in the middle of the slant opposite Yerushalayim. Tzaddik said, "Well, the base pleni be put in Beis Lino." He said, "The righteous man has come to my lodging place. Beis Hamikdash, shall I leave without lodging?" Yaakov said, Yerushalayim Beis Kel, but this place which he called Beis Kel Luz was not Yerushalayim. So where did he learn to say that Luz was Yerushalayim? So he says that I believe that Har Maria was uprooted from this place and it came to Luz at the time. Luz, Yerushalayim, and Beis El were all the same place. And this is the spring of the earth mentioned the Shabbat, Beis Mikdash, because we have so Kvitzar Zamur B'Shul Deschon. So Beis Mikdash because that Beis Kel was over Beis Makam. Im Temi Shavar Yaakov Beis Mikdash Adola Yikvasham. So it says if the question is if Yaakov passed the Beis Mikdash, why did not detain it there? He went. So the question is, if he did not put his mind to daven in the place where his forefathers had prayed, they detained him from that heaven. He went as far as Cars and explaining Gidan Nasha. From Mechia Be'ela Farana, and the pasuk says that he went to Charan, he went to Lacharan Omar. After Shabbat Amak Shpal basically is part of it, Yoiv died to the Medar Chazar this kill will come to the arts. So is it possible that I placed the place where my forefathers died and I did not pray? So he decided to return and he went to Beis El, and the earth sprang towards him. Hi Beis El is somewhat Lahai El Yerushalayim Al Shem Beis El the King Pro Beis Kel or Medish Yisbal Be'avram. Beis El, not the one near Ai, but the one near Yerushalayim, not because of the city of Hashem, he called Beis El, the house of Hashem, and the Har Maria, so Avram Dava, and this is the field which the city of Sobasad, the Achamrim Saham Kel El Har Hashem, the Beis Kel, Maishna Yagim, Lik Avram Shkur Har, the Ksib Hashem, we know Lik Yisrael Shur Asad, the Ksib Sobasad, El Kagish Shur Beis. Manir Tagam at the Chila Asfadhin, the Tagam says, how awesome is this place? Chila Shem Davar, Chila is a noun, understanding a garment to wear. A place of davening where their prayers are sent to heaven. With the Rashi, the matter says that the heavenly temple is directed exactly towards the earthly temple. He took the stone that he had placed in his head, and he set up a monument. And he poured oil on top of it. And named the Beis El, but Luz was originally the same of the city. And Yaakov uttered a vow, saying, if Hashem will be with me, and he will guard me on the way which I am going. And he gave me bread and to eat, and garment to wear. If he keeps these promises that he promised me to be with me, and I will guard you wherever you go. The person who calls bread is called Nezir. And I have not seen a righteous man forsaken and a seed seeking bread. And I return in peace my father's house. As it said to me, I will restore you to this land. That his name will rest upon me from the beginning to end. Possible I have no disqualification in my zera. And this promise, he promised to Avram, like it says, your seed means that you should be pure lineage and no disqualifications. The Amanazis said, this tells us, which I place as a monument, basically, Kim shall be a house of Hashem, and every day you give me, Asa San Allah, I will surely give a Meiser. The Rashi of Amanazis, in the verse, Vav for Evan, and Tasali Elilani Esozis. The Amanazis is, as we explained, if you do these things for me, I too will do this. Amanazis for Santa Matzeva, Katagumei, Palach Allah Kadam Hashem, and this stone which I have placed as a monument, and Yaakov erected a monument that he poured a libation upon it.